Today for this demo, we're going to use the Carlson BX5 RTK unit. The RTK unit is going to give us the ground control for our aerial photos. Along with that unit, we're going to be using the Panasonic tablet with the Carlson survey software. And what I want to do here is kind of show you quickly how we set up a project and how do we tie into the FPRN network, which is going to give us our real-time corrections for the RTK. It's pretty simple. We come in here, select the folder we want to go into, type in the name of the job we want to start out, and then hit store or check. From there, it's going to ask you what kind of projection you want to store this data in. For this particular project, being where we are, we're going to use Florida State Plane North, and we're going to do it in US survey feet. You can run through here and change all the different options if you need be. The first thing we need to do before we start collecting any kind of data is we need to connect to DOT's FPRN or course station. Those stations give us our real-time corrections. They send a correction through the internet, which for this particular unit we have a hotspot on a phone and we're connected to the internet. Anywho, we're going to go through, click on our GPS, plug in all of our data, what unit we're using, the antenna height, which for this is a fixed 2-meter pole, and then this is where we're going to set it up. We're going to go into data collection internet. We're going to tie into the Intrip network. If you want to see some of these settings, you can click on these tablets, and then this tells you basically, you know, the IP address to the network and what port you want to connect to. One thing I want to point out, if you are tying into the DOT network, you need to go to their website and log in and register and have your own username so they can kind of keep track of who's using the network. We're going to type it in. We're going to work off the VRS solution. The VRS solution basically allows us to get corrections from multiple stations to get a more accurate correction. From there, we're ready to start collecting data points. One thing I do want to point out, to get these corrected values, we also need to input our geoid file. A geoid file is basically a elevation model of the Earth, and from that geoid file it allows us to or allows the data collector to calculate our elevation of where we are. From here, we're going to go in here, store points, and we'll wait for a few minutes before it gets a lock, and then we're ready to go. So from this point, we're going to go over to some of our control points, and we'll show you how we laid out the targets and collect some data.